Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine at your home and also are taking lots of rest and are also little bit studying. No. So let's start the new chapter today, chapter 5 of science, that is acids, bases and salts. So in acid, bases and salt, we are now going to study about what are acids, what are base, what are indicators and how we will judge whether the following solutions are acidic, basic or neutral. So before starting this chapter, I would like to ask some questions from you which is given in your book. Have you ever seen a turmeric stain on your fabric turns red when washed? What happens when lemon juice is added over baking soda? So children, have you ever noticed the turmeric stains on your clothes when you washed it with soap? It turns into red color. Why this is so? Did you ever think about that? Or when you pass lemon juice, baking soda, when you add the lemon juice and baking soda, what happened? Why do we use baking powder while preparing cake? These properties are due to the acidic or basic nature of the substance. So yes children, this is all because of the acidic and the basic nature of the substance. These changes takes place. So now let us start which change will takes place after adding acid and bases. Similarly, there is a large number of substances we use in our daily life. All of these do not have the same taste. Some are sour, some other are bitter, whereas some other are sweet and few more tasteless. In their taste also linked to acid or basic nature. So children, yes, in our day-to-day life we are tasting so many substances. Some are tasting sour, some are tasting bitter, some are tasting sweet. Different types of substance we are tasting every day, and some are tasteless also. So do you know what are the test of acid and bases? No, you don't know, I think so now. But in this chapter we are going to study the test and the properties and the behavior of both acid bases and their salts. So according to activity 1, you have to take, comes to page number 59, you have to take some of these items with you: sugar, common salt, baking soda, tamarind, curd, lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar, amla, unripe mango, green apples, glucose, starch, milk, washing soda, etc. So and children, one by one you have to test all these substances. Okay, so after testing, what you will think? Yes, these following test will come. For example, like sugar test is sweet, common salt test is salty, baking soda, if you test, it will taste bitter and soapy. Okay, tamarind, imli, if you test, it will taste sour. Curd also test sour. Lemon juice sour. Orange juice also sour sweet. And vinegar sour. Amla also, amla, unripe mango, green apples, glucose, green apples, all these taste sour. Glucose tastes sweet. Starch is tasteless, like maida, potatoes, rice, wheat, all these are tasteless. Milk tastes sweetish, very little bit sweet, you can experience sweet taste. Washing soda is also bitter and soapy. So result, conclusion, what we concluded from these tests: most of the substance tests have sour taste. A few of the substance tests have bitter taste. Sugar and glucose have sweet taste. Milk is sweetish. Fresh milk is always sweetish. So children, now according to this table, whatever we experienced, now let us start with the first topic of this chapter, that is acids. Okay, so from the above activity we have seen that substances such as lemon juice, tamarind, curd, vinegar, etc. are sour in taste. Here we have tested so many things. Tamarind, like imli, curd, lemon juice, you are testing it in day-to-day life, as you are already know the taste of these food stuffs. Amla, unripe mango, green apples, these all are sour in taste. So do you know why they are sour in taste? It is because all these substances contain acid or acidic substance. So children, from this we concluded that acids are the substance which are sour in taste. Okay, which are sour in taste and corrosive in nature. The word acid is derived from the Latin word acidus, which means sour. So acids are the substance which are sour in taste and corrosive in nature. Corrosive means they produce rusting when comes in contact with metals. When they fall on a metallic item, they form corrosion, rusting. Okay. So children, there are mainly two types of acids: naturally occurring acids and the mineral acid. Naturally occurring acids are also called weak acid or organic acid, and mineral acids are also called strong acids or inorganic acids. So let us know what are naturally occurring acids. So from this name it is clear that naturally occurring acids are those acids which are found in nature. Okay. Yes children, the acids which occur in fruits and vegetables etc. are called naturally occurring acids. The naturally occurring acids are weak acids. Many of our food items contain such weak acids in varying amount. These acids are called organic acids. So always remember that naturally occurring acids are weak acids, or it is also called organic acids. The acid present in some common fruits and food items are shown and listed here. So here are the some of the common food items, okay, and the acid which is present in them, like citrus fruit like lemon, like oranges, they all have citric acid. Apples, green apple contain malic acid. Curd is having lactic acid. Sour milk is also having lactic acid. Tamarind, that is the imli, having tartaric acid. Grapes also having acid, that is called tartaric acid. Vinegar, acetic acid. Tomatoes, oxalic acid. Guava, oxalic acid. Ant sting, whenever ant is biting you, it actually pushes its sting into your skin, okay, and for which we are feeling pain. On that time we are feeling pain. Actually they are pushing the acid in our body, and their sting contains formic acid, due to which we are feeling pain. Bee sting, bee also whenever it is biting us, we feel pain due to the formic acid. Cold drinks contain carbonic acid. Tea containing tannic acid. Amla containing ascorbic acid, that is rich with vitamin C. So now comes to the next page, that is page number 60. We will study about the next type of acid, that is the mineral acid. As we have already studied about naturally occurring acid or the organic acid, which is also known as weak acid, okay, but now we are going to study about the strongest acid, okay, which are also called inorganic acid or mineral acid. The acid obtained from minerals are called mineral acids. Mineral acids are also called inorganic acid. Children, it is also called inorganic acids. There are two types of acid, organic and inorganic. Mineral acids are strong acids. For example, sulfuric acid H2SO4, hydrochloric acid HCl, nitric acid HNO3 and phosphoric acid S3PO4 are some commonly used mineral acids. Mineral acids are very important for the industrial point of view. These are used in manufacture of fertilizers, industrial chemicals, explosive dyes and pigment, because they are very strong, and that's why they are used for manufacturing so many things which are used by us in our day-to-day life. Hydrochloric acid present in our stomach. You know that our digestive system contains, in our digestive system, stomach is one of the organ, and inside our stomach, the wall of the stomach also secretes a juice, enzyme, that is the hydrochloric acid, to digest the food and to kill the germs present in the food. Yes, in the digestion, that's why it is told that eat food after equal interval of 2 or 3 hours. You should take food after 2-3 hours regularly. So it is also used for cleaning tiles, wash basin and toilets, etc. But not only inorganic acid, these are the man-made acid. Actually man-made acid prepared in laboratories and factories. But not only this, but inorganic acid or the weak acid are also can be prepared in factories and industries by men. So the naturally occurring or organic acids can also be prepared in laboratories or factories from simple chemicals. Now let us come to know about concentrated and dilute acids. What are these? Actually children, acids are the mixture of acid gas with water. Okay, acids are the mixture of acidic gas with water. So it depends upon the concentration. If the amount of acidic gas is more than the water, it is concentrated acid. If the amount of acidic gas is less than the water, it is known as dilute acid. Okay, so here all acid are solution of acidic gas in water. A solution containing the maximum amount of acid gas is called concentrated acid. A solution containing lesser amount of acidic gas, that is called dilute acid. Thus acid solution of different concentration can be prepared by changing the relative amount of the gas and water. So different concentration of acid can be prepared by changing the amount of gas, acidic gas and water. In practice, dilute acid is prepared by slowly adding the required amount of concentrated acid into the calculated amount of water with constant stirring. So if you want to make concentrated acid, dilute acid, you have to add the water, calculated amount of water to the acid by continuous stirring. Okay, so uses of acid, there are so many uses of acids. Hydrochloric, nitric and sulfuric acids are very important acids from the commercial point of view. Some important use of these acids are mentioned below. So hydrochloric acid, very important, one of the very important mineral acid, strong acid, used for cleaning tiles, toilets, etc., for the preparation of chlorides and chlorine gas, for cleaning iron sheet before galvanization. Galvanization means this is a process of coating of zinc over any other metal, okay, to prevent it from rusting. The coating of zinc over other metal to prevent it from rusting is called galvanization, and in this process also hydrochloric acid is used. For extracting glue from bones also glue is obtained, and hydrochloric acid is used to melt the bone to obtain the glue. In textile industry, for dyeing different types of fabrics in different colors, hydrochloric acid is used. Nitric acid for preparing fertilizer, explosive, dyes and drugs. In the refining of gold and silver, nitric acids are used. Sulfuric acid for preparing fertilizers, detergents, plastics, synthetic fiber. In petroleum industry, for refining and cleaning metal surface before electroplating. In lead acid batteries. Electroplating is also a type of process in which one metal is coated over the other metal in order to prevent the rusting, and in this process also sulfuric acids are used. So children, now we are able to give the answer of some of the oral questions. Name the acid present in grapes. So the acid that is present in grapes, name the acid present in grapes, that is tartaric acid. Name one each of weak acid and strong acid. So weak acid you can write here citric acid, weak as a weak acid, and strong acid you can write nitric acid. Okay, name a mineral acid. So mineral acid you can write here any of the acid, hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid or nitric acid, you can write anything. Sulfuric acid, let's write sulfuric acid. Name the acid used in car batteries, that is also sulfuric acid. So children, this is I think enough for today, and we will study the bases in our next class. I have provided the notes also along with this video, so write these notes in your any of your home rough copy, and whenever you will get your science copy, you can paste that pages into your science copy. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.